Well, welcome. This is a short presentation to board members, council members on this service line inventory, what you need to know and what your system needs to be doing at this time. So with me today is Austin Dudenhofer with DNR. I'm Jim Patton with Missouri Rural Water Association. And I don't know, we've been called the lead gurus, but anyway, this inventory, service line inventory that you're going to have to do, we're just going to kind of hit bullet points on it and kind of tell you where you need to be right now. Austin?
Yeah, so this is a federal requirement as a national primary drinking water regulation, and it does apply to all community and non-transient, non-community water systems throughout the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii.
Yep.
And they will be required to submit a service line inventory, which includes both the system-owned and customer-owned portions of each of those service lines.
Now, I am going to stop you right there. Your operator probably has talked about this with you, the board, part of the council. And, hey, we don't have lead in our lines. We don't need, this, no bother. Doesn't matter if you have lead in your lines or not. This is an inventory on service lines that you got to do. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and the time frame, the initial service line inventory is due to be submitted as an Excel spreadsheet with the MoDNR logo to the state by October 16th of 2024. There can still be unknowns, but we're encouraging systems to identify as much as they can.
yeah.
Yeah, in their distribution system.
So when the operator says, "Hey, we got to go do this inventory," they really need to go do this inventory. If you would allow them time, please give them the time to do it. And if they come to you and say, "Hey, uh, we need a company to come and do this," funds are available for that.
Yeah.
We'll hit and miss on that just a little bit, but and if you need any information about this service line inventory, you can contact Austin at DNR, or you can contact me at the MRWA office. So it's mandatory. It's a federal regulation. I've had some say, "Hey, we're not going to do this." Well, this is a drinking water regulation. It's going to be treated as a drinking water regulation, and there'll be fines and costs with that if you don't do it. So,
Yeah, and after submitting the initial inventory, they will have 30 days to notify customers who have unknown service lines or confirmed lead or galvanized requiring replacement. And so that's one of the deadlines upcoming to kind of keep in mind.
and it is a deadline. It has to be done.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and then they offer those customers options for replacement or to get unknowns identified, and customers can help with that. And there will be a 24-hour notification time for customers in the water system with an action level exceedance, or if they have a sample that tests high for lead above 15 parts per billion. And that's one of the new requirements in the lead and copper rule revisions that
Yep.
we're required to adopt.
So what he's going, I'm going to hit on this a little bit before we get to funding, but what this is coming down to, every system, your sampling, your lead sampling is going to change. Your operators are going to have to do a little more sampling in a little different way. So when they take a little more time and this and that than usual, they're doing this because it's a new regulation, new way they have to do it. And he was talking about the action levels, and it's 15 right now. It may change. Very possible could change lower. So that's something you, the system's going to have to, your operator will have to keep abreast of, because that could happen. So new things have coming down. federal law changes. Your operator's going to have to do these things. You, as the system, um, are going to have to do these things, and it's just no way around it. So,
And there is funding available
mhm.
that the water system can apply for to help with their inventory outreach and replacement efforts. But first, they need to determine if the water system even has any lead
Right.
service lines or galvanized that would need to be replaced.
Yep.
But this inventory does include non-lead service lines as well. And so that's something for them to work on. And there could be a loan or grant component associated
Yep.
with that funding that can be used to achieve full replacement to help with both the system side and the customer side
Yep.
of those service lines. And that's something that money can help improve the infrastructure of the town and remediate risk of lead exposure.
Yep.
And that funding could be used to help pay for the customer's privately owned portion of the service line as well. But the water system has to apply for it directly, and it's funneled through the Drinking Water SRF program
Yep.
with the bipartisan infrastructure law.
Yep.
And just to let them know that funding is available, they can apply every year through 2026. And we highly encourage them to do that if they need to hire an independent contractor to help with service line
You
inspections.
still have time.
Yeah, there's still time. And while that money's available, we recommend they
Yep.
apply for it, and that can help ease the burden on the water system
Now,
staff.
this is time sensitive. We have to have this initial inventory done by October 16th of 2024. If we can get it done quicker, please do so. But it has to be submitted to DNR, the spreadsheet, which your operator knows, by that date. And that's complying with the federal regulation. So, all in short, this is a federal regulation, drinking water regulation, handed down to each state. State of Missouri's interpreted it this way. This is the way state of Missouri's doing it. You have to use the Missouri spreadsheet, not the EPA spreadsheet. Your operator should know that. And then monies coming down from the feds to SRF, DNR, to help you replace any lead, any galvanized requiring replacement, full service line replacement will be available. So, with that, you got anything else that they may need to know as administrators of the system that?
Well, if there's any questions, yeah, feel
Yep.
free to reach out to us or DNR's Financial Assistance Center, and
Yep.
we'll be happy to help you.
Yep. Got any questions? Just let us know. Thanks.